What role do personal relationships play? How important is it that we don't seem to have any kind of similar types of relationships between leaders today? And in fact, those relationships are actually quite hostile.
I think that does play a role, but certainly personal relations to the point of knowing each other, showing each other respect, is one of the instruments that we have available in terms of being able to try to deal with an acute, unforeseeable crisis when it actually comes up. The lesson from the summer of 1914, though, is that it's possibly necessary to avoid a kind of breakdown, but it isn't sufficient. For three of these countries that went to war end of July, beginning of August 1914, were cousins. When Kaiser Wilhelm understands, and he probably understands it first, that this is heading towards war, he writes to his cousins, Georgie, King George in England, and Nikki, Tsar Nikolai in Russia, and says, we're not going to have a war. And yet, only a few years later, these two countries are at war with each other. So one has to be careful of this. I mean, I think personal diplomacy is important. It's much better than not having it, but it has to be diplomacy for a purpose. And particularly, in the kind of setting that we're looking at today, I think that purpose would have to be to stabilize the situation among the great powers rather than making it worse, making it more unstable through demands that one or the other of these countries come up.